Hey guys, this is Marty Angler from Angling Waters Outdoors, and you're listening to my pally, Manny Moonraker, right here on UFO Buster Radio Network. Hey Manny, you know why I fish at night? Can you say UFO? UFO. That's right.
Hey, this is Manny Moonraker, and this is episode number 98 of the UFO Report. First and foremost, I want to thank Carlos Acevedo for being on with us this past episode on Saturday. It was a live episode. Usually it's on Friday or Thursday, but I kind of had to move things around just to make sure that I was able to spend enough time on Carlos and get his information and give everyone else an opportunity to, call in if they needed to or get in the Spreaker chat box and ask some questions. And then that's exactly what happened. We had some people that joined us. Thank you for joining us live. Carlos did fantastic. He talked about his experience as a Freemason, and he talked about his UFO experience back in, I believe it was 2008, in the Michigan area by the big lake, Lake Michigan. And it was a great interview. If you haven't listened to it yet, check it out. Right now, because it was already recorded, you can pretty much listen to it anywhere that you listen to this podcast. It's in the list somewhere. But while you're doing that, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, because Carlos was really adamant that he shares the podcast with his peeps. And everyone should do that, because it's the only way that we can enjoy ufology, because otherwise we're going to spend our time getting rubber-dicked and basically, I'm sorry, I said rub-a-dicked. And basically we don't want to do that. We want to enjoy the topic, not sit around like we're having a lobotomy, going through our little earbuds into our heads. And so while you're doing that, don't forget to follow the podcast on Facebook, Manny Moonraker, and UFO Buster Radio. Those are the pages. Also on Instagram at UFO Buster Radio. At Manny Moonraker. On Twitter, it's at UFO Buster Radio. This is the new 30-minute episodes, which, like I said, I will not edit. So if I goof up, it's in there for prosperity. You guys get to listen to the screw-ups and all kind of crap. Hopefully you won't hear any bodily noises, but those might happen too, because, if you hold it in, you could explode. That would be bad. Because I know you guys would hate for me to blow up in the podcast. But it would make for great news. I'm sure. Now, the show today is going to be a little different. It's going to be a little different because we have a UFO report, and it's by one of our favorite, not so favorite people that retired last year, said they were hanging it up and decided to come back anyway because I don't know for what reason. But before we get that, I've been complaining on here. And maybe not complaining. I've been sharing with you guys the wackiness that happens on YouTube when you get comments. The comments are a little wacky. And I finally came across someone that posted some kind of a Sybil. You guys remember Sybil from back in the day? That personality disorder. Are you Sybil? Are you you? Who are you? What's going on? Are there multiple people here? Like that movie Split. Who the hell are you when you post on YouTube? And I'm going to give you a prime example of this because I kind of responded to this. And it wasn't nice because, again, this is the no fucks given year. So I wasn't nice in my response. But then I sat there and I was thinking, I was like, this name, it seems like they weren't like this all the time. Let me go through my history and see if they've made other comments. And lo and behold, the other comments were Sybil-like. And I'll go through this. It won't take long, so you guys just strap yourself in and get ready for a probing. So first I'll go back like a week ago. So a week ago, I forgot. It was a comment. It basically was the episode, another To the Stars thing. There was a news report. So we talked about it, blah, 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 blah. Right. So this person first commented a week ago, so many questions have to be answered and answered soon. Elizondo, Delonge, and Semivan have to give us some real hardcore evidence, or else this looks like a lot of the same old crap the government has been feeding us for years. Well, damn, I can definitely chew on that because that's exactly what I've been saying, right? So I responded, I agree. The problem here is that the guys just made a few $1 million through the investor hook, and there seems to be nothing on the horizons after they promised more videos. The individual responded, UFO Buster, that's so true. Their prior job in government was lying for a living. Now it's time for them to really cash in. There was no response from me after that. I was like, well, shoot, he pretty much said it all. There's nothing more for me to say. Right? So I left it as it was. One day ago, I get this message. Elizondo proved you wrong. What a fake channel. You suck. Do some homework. And then he wrote down a word. I'm not sure what he's trying to say. He might be saying credibility, but he wrote down credulity. I don't know what the fuck a credulity is, but this person put it down, so I don't know. And then he put, you are a fucking fraud, dude. Good luck, charlatan. Everybody knows Jerkofff. What the hell is he talking about? Can somebody explain to me what exactly is it that Elizondo proved in a day's time? Does anybody have a clue what this person, Sybil, is talking about? I have no clue. Yes, there was a reply in there from Ronnie Dawson. We love Ronnie Dawson here. And Ronnie said yes. There's nothing. He's proved nothing. But Elizondo did, go in and lie, and he stole the video under false pretense, and he got it out of the government's hands. So yeah. I did an episode where I said you gotta give him credit for that because he rubber-dicked the government too. Right? So, hook or by crook, ufology has to get solved some way. And apparently that's what Elizondo did. Fantastic. But there's nothing. He showed us a Tic Tac video. Hallelujah. Where are we now? We are nowhere. Today, looking for UFO news, I found about 10 new articles about the same shit. The same Tic Tac damn video. People are making money off of this Tic Tac video. They are clickbaiting fuckers. And we're not getting anywhere. So everybody's making money. Everybody is, clicking away, selling ads. But Elizondo is no more of a hero than he was when he stole the video. And I can't say stole because, he gave him something. It was going to be studied. That's what he said. We're going to study it, blah, blah, blah. Do it for training. Yes, I got trained during that. I know what a blob looks like on a heads-up display for a jet. But it went nowhere after that. We have nothing. So what is a Sybil or Split? What is Sybil or Split talking about? And this is what I say to you. And the person's name is J-Rob. J-Rob, put your money where your mouth is. Don't sit out there posting bullshit in comment sections if you're not going to at least give us the full information. Now, I don't know what Elizondo did for you, but apparently he didn't do it for everybody else, especially not me. And the other thing is, how can you call me a fraud when I'm just reporting what everybody else is reporting, numbnuts? Come on, wake up. Did you get off your pills? Huh? Who's looking back at you in the mirror? So no. I am not a fucking fraud, dude, as you say. Are you good? I read the same articles. Well, you probably don't read. Because you said credulity. So I read the same articles everybody else did. And I came to my own conclusion just like I tell everyone else to come to theirs. But if you want to believe that Elizondo saved your hide and tomorrow we will have full disclosure, which it Really, if you did anything, it should have happened weeks ago. Then you're good for it. You're good. You can do it. It is your right to believe any lie you want to. But don't come on here talking shit. That's ridiculous. So there you go. And if anybody else thinks Elizondo saved the day and he is the next UFO messiah, you are more than welcome to post your evidence and your proof in any comment box for any UFO Buster Radio platform. Just go ahead and put it in there. Let me know. I will gladly read it on the air if it makes any damn sense. But if you're just gonna go on there to post stupidity, why even bother? But that's an example for everyone of what podcast hosts go through, because some people just have no kind of sense in how they do things. To be honest. And like I said, J-Rob, you know how to reach me. You can call me. Leave me a message. If you think that really happened, call 972-290-1329 and leave me a message. Let me know exactly what proof you have that Elizondo is so great and he has done so much. I feel good now. I feel like a new man. And I didn't even have to get pro for that.
Hey, this is Jerome, and from planet Earth, you're listening to the UFO Buster Radio Show right here.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get back to the UFO report news, the news of the report of the UFOs and things like that. And so, like I said earlier in this podcast, like 10 minutes ago, I said that we had a return last year of someone who said they were hanging things up. They were done. They were just going to hang out in the background somewhere, just staying away from the UFO business. They were going to shut down their website and, they were done. That's it. They didn't want to do this anymore for whatever reason. I don't know. This article that just came out about Great Britain, the main protagonist is this one person. Some of you know this person's name very well, and you don't like him very much because he puts out some crazy shit. It is Scott C. Waring. Scott C. Waring, who is also, friendly with Security Team 10's Tyler. Scott C. Waring last year said he was giving this shit up. Damn the UFOs. I can't do this anymore. But he came back. And now he's still back because he's saying that there are alien bases all over Great Britain. Guys in Great Britain, England, UK, wherever you're at over there, you're sitting on an alien base because Scott C. Waring said so. The title for this magnificent article out of the Express UK is Alien Bases Hidden Across UK Claims Conspiracy Theorists After 20-Year-Old UFO Snap Emerges. Now, for those of you who are not in the UK, the snap is actually a picture taking. Just so that you know. So, because I was like, UFO snap? What are you talking about? Did somebody break a UFO? No, it's not that kind of a snap. Basically, it's a picture. Somebody was going through their pictures that they took 20 years ago, and they saw a UFO in it. It was kind of like disc-shaped. The link for the article is in the description, and you can actually see the pictures in there. So what happened is that they went through these pictures, and they decided that we're going to report this to MUFON. Now, the actual incident occurred back on March 8th of 1998. In Gainsborough, Lincolnshire, if you're familiar with that place. And so apparently the guy was like going through his stuff. He was using a new app called Picasso, whatever the hell it is. And he saw this UFO. So he did what he felt he had to do. He reported it to MUFON. That in turn was picked up by Scott C. Waring. Scott C. Waring made it into a big to-do. And a lot of that might be coming from that last story we had last week, I believe, where the MOD said, We don't believe in UFOs and shitty-ass aliens. And we don't understand why the people in the United States are making such a big deal about the To the Stars Academy video from the DOD. So Scott C. Waring saw this as an opportunity to say, nini, you guys are lying. So he actually wrote an article in which he entitled it The Black Disc Scene in Sky over Great Britain, Proof Alien Bases Exist in Great Britain. So, I mean, he's determined that there are bases. They're not just people experiencing UFOs over there or ET. Scott C. Waring is going as far as saying that there is actual alien bases in Great Britain. Now listen, the last I looked on the map, that place is not that big. So how many bases can there be? So apparently Scott's really enamored with the photo because there's a quote in here that says, I really like this photo. It shows a classic shaped UFO in a far distance above Great Britain. There is just too much evidence coming from Great Britain to deny the existence of aliens any longer. And I could see him stomping his feet. You know, it's like a little brat. Anyway, so, the article continues to talk about the report. It also talks about how the individual came across the photo and why they decided to plug it into MUFON, in order to get an explanation about it. You know, buddy, it's 20 years. Who the hell is going to look at this one damn picture and give you an explanation? That's 4.2 far. And of course, Waring continues on saying again that there is too much evidence coming from Great Britain or GB to deny aliens. The truth is, we are not alone and never have been. Signed, Scott C. Waring. About the only thing fascinating about this article is the fact that I thought that Scott C. Waring was here in the United States. Apparently, he is not. He is not a resident of the United States. According to the article, Scott C. Waring. See what I mean? This is a live episode. Oh shit, not live. This is an unedited episode. So there you go. I guess it's better than farting and recording it. Anyway, so Scott C. Waring actually lives in Taiwan. Scott C. Waring. Is he hiding from someone? Why is he in Taiwan, folks? Come on. I've seen this guy. I've seen pictures. Why is he there? Maybe that's a conspiracy, Scott. Why don't you let us know why that happened? So that's the article. The link is in the description. Scott C. Waring is hiding in Taiwan. There's a lot of perverted stuff that happens there too, doesn't it? I mean, maybe it's just in the movies, but there's something wrong with that. There's a reason why Scott C. Waring is hiding out in Taiwan. But clickbait probably goes a long way over there, I guess. I don't know. He probably has a bunch of concubines. But I really can't comment on that because that's not my deal. Hey, if Big O was here, he'd probably be able to say something about that. But it's just not me. Now, recently we posted some information on UBR Truth Seekers, which is a Facebook group for UFO Buster Radio listeners to get in there and just argue shit down, just talk about stuff, get aggressive if they need to, or, just get kumbaya with one another if that's what they want to do. But recently we posted some information that I got from the Czech Republic girls, Ilona Podroska and Ivana. And so it was a big hit. A lot of people actually signed up to join the group to actually see that. Now today I actually got another update from Ilona, and it actually includes a PDF file that has some snippets from a few of the mediumship activities with the EBE Ollie. I will be posting that probably in the next 2 hours, about 8 o'clock Central PM, because I am in Texas. Yeehaw. And in there is the information relating to the moon, as far as what the EBE Ollie discussed about the moon. And I believe that I talked about that about 2 weeks ago, a really high level, but we have a PDF now, so I'll post that into the group. If you're interested, you have to join the group to get in there. to look at a PDF. I'll also post in the rest of the information that she presented. Now, for those of you who initially listened to the first time that we talked to Brett Collins, and Brett Collins was the author who actually translated, or not translated, but helped write the book for the Czech Republic girls, the first book. You may be interested to know that there is a second book coming out, and Brett Collins is also going to help out in that regard. And according to Ilona, they're working on that right now. And as soon as it's available, I'll let you guys know, and you can go ahead and check it out. I'll also post the link to the original book within UBR Truth Seekers in case you're interested in that. I know that the last time that we had the interview with Brett Collins, there were a few people who actually picked up the book just to get more in-depth information regarding the information that the Czech Republic girls are receiving from the EB Ollie. And it looks like there's going to be a quite much bigger filled book with a lot of information, because EB Ollie is just putting stuff out. I mean, this guy is just kicking shit out like crazy. And it should end up in this book. Besides that, it is a good idea to join UBR Truth Seekers because, it's a meeting place. Everybody gets together and talk about stuff. What's fascinating is no one really goes in there and talks about the podcast. They actually go in there and they post articles that they come across, and they kind of talk about it. They comment, they read, and things like that. So it really, UBR Truth Seekers is not so much just about the podcast. It really is a place to meet and, just share information, which is one thing that we talked with Carlos in the last episode, is that people really don't have a forum where they can just share information. Now, some of the articles that are shared are not exactly being shared because they are truly evidence of UFOs or ufology, but more about, what's wrong in ufology sometimes, or articles that really represent the bad stuff in ufology. And guys, everybody talks about it. But you're in a forum where the individuals who are there are not trying to, rub-a-dick people. They're trying to really discuss these articles and give their opinion. And so, you guys are all welcome to join it. You just got to sign up, answer like 3 questions. I don't even care what your answers are. Just get in there and just talk about it. If you come across an article you want to share with the group, share it in there. A lot of times I'll go in there and I'll pull articles from there just to share on the podcast for everybody else because, I may feel that it might lend some credibility to what we're trying to do here. So this is it. We should be having another interview coming up shortly within the next week or so. Big O is the one who is arranging that, so he might show up for that. So it'll probably get a little crazy up in here. But you guys know how Big O rolls. So this is the end for this episode. Didn't really make it to the 30-minute mark. Jeez Louise, that really sucks. But it was Split did that to me. Split and Sybil, they were just too much. They kind of blew my tactics out of the water. But anyway, don't forget to follow, share, retweet, do whatever you need to do. But support the podcast, get our name out there, and we appreciate the ones who do it already. And with that, I say ciao.